literally took a brand franchise, slapped the title on a movie, and called it something good. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, we are going to be talking about Wrong Turn 2021. Let's get into it. Wrong Turn is a popular horror franchise that features inbred hillbillies that set traps in the woods and catch whoever goes in there, right? They decided to reboot / continue this franchise with Wrong Turn 2021. Now, this movie is trash. Not even like garbage, the fancy garbage. It's just straight damn trash. After watching the movie, against my will, I discovered that it was written by the same person who wrote the original Wrong Turn in 2003. How you get worse? I'm not sure. So because it was written by the same person who wrote the original movie, I feel like that's why they kept the Wrong Turn, to have a built-in fan base and attract people to this movie, because it legit had no elements of the original Wrong Turn franchise except traps in the woods. You know what I'm saying? The writing in this movie was so horrible. There were a lot of forced themes in this movie, like millennial traits, interracial relationships, same-sex relationships, girl power, feminism, Karen talk, technology, selfie moments type thing. Like, that shit is so annoying. It's so annoying. And if you put that in your movie, make it subtle. Don't slap your audience over the head with, oh, these are the new themes and tropes of America. We need to talk about this. Don't force themes into your film. It's annoying, and real audience members can spot the bullshit. Let's run through these characters real quick. And I don't know any of their names because who the fuck cares? You have a gay couple, so it's two guys. Not sure of their ethnicity, but they're both minorities. And the camera shots, all you see with the gay couple, they zoom in on them holding hands. Like, damn, they're gay, we get it. They walk out the house holding hands. Damn, they're gay, we get it. Like, it's so forced. The most underdeveloped of the entire group. I knew right off bat one of them are gonna die first because we don't know shit about them. The next pair is a typical privileged white guy. This is how they wrote it, yo. This is how they wrote it. A typical privileged white guy who dates a feminist, like strong arm Betty. I don't know if that's the name of the lady, but that's literally what she looks like. She has a bandana tied around her head just like the lady. That's why I'm like, bro, this shit is forced. But they're in a relationship. First off, that don't make sense. How you have a white privileged, hyper masculine man dating a feministic woman? It don't make sense. They were literally just trying to put all these tropes in this movie and trying to force it to fit, and it didn't work at all. And you couldn't even tell those two were in a damn relationship in the movie. You could not tell that shit. And then the final couple is the protagonist of the movie. You have a interracial couple. Black guy who his character was probably his character and his girlfriend, a white girl. They were probably the most developed characters, but I'll talk about how their traits, I'll talk about the bullshit later, okay? There's a scene when they first get to town. They're in a bar with the townspeople who, you know, they kind of country backwoods type city or whatever, because they're going hiking or whatever. So they go through this small town. They're at the bar with the locals, and there's a scene where one of the local guys who they interact with him, and I guess this was gonna splash everybody's traits in the movie so we could care about them. No, it didn't work. One person creates apps. That's all I heard. The black guy runs a nonprofit organization that deals with energy and water or some shit. I don't know. And then the protagonist, the girl, she has 2 master's degrees and don't have shit else going for her. It's just a whole bunch of millennial talk, though. You got one girl who's always on her phone taking pictures, So much so where she's using her phone in points of the movies where it don't make goddamn sense. Something happens in the woods where a tree rolls down. While the tree is rolling down, she's recording on her phone. Like, oh my gosh, what is that? And she pulled it out to be like, oh my gosh, what is that? Like, bitch, you didn't need your phone for that. They were just trying to like make her so dependent on her damn cell phone. It was forced. It wasn't natural. It was like, even people who keep their phone in their hand 24/7, if anything, she would have been vlogging the entire time, not pulling it out when you see, trying to see some shit better. She got glasses on. The writing is so bad that the character development is underdeveloped, it's trash, it doesn't make any sense. They initially established these characteristics of the characters while they're in that bar in the small town, right? And there's a scene where I'm gonna just call him the white privileged guy because I don't know their names. He throws a bottle at somebody who is like staring in their car while they're walking out of the bar. He throws a bottle. He's all angry. He talks shit to the townspeople. Like, he's just the over masculine, mad hype, temperamatic type character, right? Later on in the movie, not even later on in the movie, maybe like 2-3 scenes later, he's the level-headed one. And he's like, oh, it's okay, such and such and such and such. Like, that's not in his character. Why give him these lines? And then you have the protagonist, the white girl, who she's there's a part in the movie where she's the smart one. She was like, yo, we need to get the hell out of here. And then the next scene, she's like, oh my god, so we're just gonna leave him here? Bitch, like, it don't make sense. I feel like when he was writing this movie, he was just typing up shit and be like, such as this, such as that. When you write, you need to make sure that that character is saying something that character would be saying. That character is doing something that that character would be doing. These characters swap traits throughout the entire movie. I spit so hard. These characters swap traits throughout the entire movie that is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. They're running into all these traps in the forest or whatever, and one of the guys, the privileged white guy, he gets snatched up by a chain into a hole, right? So all his friends are trying to get the hell out as suggested by the protagonist, but they see these two woodsmen carrying their friend off with a bag over his head and tied up to a damn branch. They pick up some weapons, thank God, because I didn't think they were going to do that. And they run toward the woodsman, and they're like, where are y'all going with him? Put him down. The woodsmen don't speak no damn English. I'll get to that later. Major plot hole. They end up getting, I don't even remember how, but they end up getting captured by the woods people. Comes to find out it's the Foundation. It's a whole damn village of people who are self-sufficient. They have their own rules, their own whatever, and they hold the little 4 friends, the black guy, the privileged white guy, the protagonist white girl, and one of the gay guys. One of the other girls, the little strong-arm Betty lady, she died. She fell in a hole or some shit. Who cares? They hold them on trial for killing one of their own or whatever. So that's when the actual plot of the movie starts. The plot of the movie is called The Foundation. And it's about these woods people who started their own civilization because they were afraid of how America was becoming. It was pre-Civil War type thing. And so they just, you know, ran to the top of the mountains and they have their own everything. They're self-sufficient. They have their own rules, blah, 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 right? So that's the plot of the movie. I wish they would have just ran with that versus trying to do some wrong turn shit, because they had nothing to do with that. They killed the privileged white guy because he was the one who technically killed the woodsman person, but they keep everybody else as hostage. Like, after they killed the white dude, the privileged white guy, they were like, oh, this behavior is barbaric, and then they have another forced theme on how America is really barbaric and what they're doing is correct or whatever. So annoying. So they take them to go be prisoners, and then they burn the gay guy's eyes out because blindness is his punishment. But so the girl was like, Sway, stop, we don't have to do this. So she was like, you're wasting valuable resources. We can offer our services to y'all or whatever. And it was like, how? So this is where it comes back to the black guy who does the nonprofit with the energy and water and shit. She was like, he knows how to do this, this, and that, and that. So they was like, okay, so what can you do? I'm healthy and I could have your children. Oh my God, bitch, so you worthless, basically. You can't do nothing but lay on your back. Okay. So she gives herself to the head dude in charge, who's older than her, definitely her dad's age. Oh yeah, I forgot, her dad's looking for her in the movie. My problems with this movie is they slapped a franchise name on it to attract the automatic built-in fan base. They didn't have to do that. They also forced the wrong turn shit with the traps in the woods type thing. But like I said, I wish they would have stuck with the plot of the actual Foundation, because, and I mean like on some initial type shit, because that was actually more watchable than all the other bullshit that led up to it. You know, the miscommunication, so they killed, oh yeah, that's a plot hole. How you don't speak no English but y'all from America? They're descendants of Americans who already knew English because it was pre-Civil War. They was speaking English. So how do you not have English? You just decide to make up your own gibberish ass language? Whatever. So miscommunication led to them murdering one of the woodsmen, keep holding them on trial, killing some of them, taking some of them hostage, her being in a trance and, you know, playing along with the Foundation until she eventually gets rescued. I like that movie better than what the fuck they wanted this bullshit ass movie to be. So if I had to give this movie a letter grade, I am most definitely going to give it an F. Or a D-. I'll give it a D- because, like I said, when it got to the Foundation part, it was more watchable. And then there was a scene where they was trying to escape the Foundation with all the blind and mute people walking around like zombies, and you had their nasty ass villagers raping them. They can't see, they can't hear, they can't talk, and you have their village people who are supposed to be non-barbaric raping these people. It's very disturbing when they get to the little Foundation part. So I really wish they would have just stuck with that plot line. So anyways, don't watch this shit unless you want to waste your time and your money. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more reviews, reactions, and commentaries to movies and television. And I'll see you next time. It's a day. The only wrong turn they made was writing this shit. That was a very wrong turn. Turn the fuck back.